గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ విఎస్. ఇది కండెన్సేషన్ మ్యాటర్. ఇది కండెన్సేషన్ కింద కూడా ఉపయోగించుకోవచ్చు, అట్లానే డిక్టేషన్ కింద కూడా ఉపయోగించుకోవచ్చు, స్పీడ్ డిక్టేషన్ కింద కూడా ఉపయోగించుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, గెట్ రెడీ ఫర్ డిక్టేషన్. 5 seconds. Start. Speaking at the inaugural function of the Center for Alternative Disputes Redressal, the Prime Minister of India said, "It gives me immense pleasure to be here this evening to inaugurate this center. We in India are passing through certain critical moments in our history. Vociferous and divisive forces are raising their ugly heads and attempting to divide the country on regional, linguistic, and religious lines. However, because of the deep rooted faith of our people in secularism and unity and integrity of the nation, we are able to teach these forces a befitting lesson. This is not in any way a small achievement, and this was possible only with the willing cooperation of the people of our country. This has surprised many nations of the world. Now we can concentrate all our efforts to achieve the socialistic pattern of society which we have envisaged in our Constitution. I hope you will agree with me that India has made remarkable progress in a number of spheres ever since the attainment of independence. But this progress is being upset by the enormous increase in the population. In spite of our progress, the problems of poverty, illiteracy, and disease are still staring at us. This is a cause of concern for any patriotic citizen of our country. Though the government has introduced a large number of policies and programs for the upliftment of these downtrodden people, a lot more remains to be done. With a view to improve the quality of life of these people, our government has embarked upon a program of bringing about far-reaching structural changes in all the economic policies of the country. Though it was a subject matter of criticism for many people in the beginning, I am very happy to say that now everybody is appreciating the same. Even our opponents are going about it in a very big way in the states where they are in power. Since the process of liberalization has already set in, there is a steady growth in the inflow of foreign investment into the country. With this increase in the foreign investment in the infrastructural sectors, it has become possible for the government to concentrate on the social sectors. Now we are able to step up our allocations on important social sectors like rural development, health, education, etc., so as to bring about an accelerated economic development of the vast masses of people living in the rural areas of the country. In this connection, I would like to place on record the commitment and contribution of our people for the rule of law and respect for the institutions dispensing justice. There is no doubt that this commitment and contribution of our people has been the driving force for the sustenance of the democratic process in our country. To some extent, the credit for this should also go to the great institutions, the legislature, executive, and the judiciary established under our Constitution. Each institution within its own sphere laid down under the Constitution is serving the people and helping in the smooth administration of the country. We have incorporated in our Constitution the right to judicial remedies as one of the fundamental rights. This right will have no meaning if there is an enormous delay in the disposal of cases by the courts. Speedy and effective resolution of disputes is one of the necessary features of any democratic form of government. We are all aware of the saying that justice delayed is justice denied. If the resolution of disputes takes an unduly long time, it will give scope to people to take law into their hands, which would ultimately affect the developmental process in the country. It is really a matter of concern that the pendency in our courts is increasing day by day. It is learned that there are quite a large number of cases pending disposal in our courts. The committee appointed by the Chief Justice of India has gone into this aspect in greater detail and came out with several causes for this huge accumulation of areas in the courts. In addition to suggesting various reforms in the judicial sector to reduce the pendency of cases, the committee was of the opinion that the judiciary alone will not be in a position to bear the entire burden. This committee has come up with the proposal to provide at reasonable cost as many modes of settlement of disputes as possible for the speedy and effective resolution of disputes at reasonable cost.